What is up guys, I'm Mist and welcome to my channel. And today we are going to make a couple of hard techno kicks. And as you know, of course, a lot of you know me as Mist. Yeah, and I have over 20 years of experience when it comes to making kicks in general. Hardstyle kicks, hardcore kicks, I've made them pretty much all. And today I want to show you how to make these kicks as easy as possible with free plugins. Or at least plugins that are easy to get for a small budget. So let's take a look. And I want to start with the fundamentals because when you start out a kick, most of the time you start out with a punch. And in this case I use kick 2 as my punch. So this kick has a nice character, not complicated. Yeah, compared to hardstyle, this is very minimalistic. So this is the filter that I used. Without it, it sounds like this. And then what we do is we use a wave shaper. And this wave shaper, it's kind of a distortion. Yeah, you can use anything you want. I also used a Saturn, but for this tutorial, I use this wave shaper because it does the same job. In this case, it sounds like this. Let's continue with this because yeah, you can tweak this all you want. I think this is the best setting for this punch. Let's go to the OTT because here we are going to use the multiband compression, and OTT is a free plugin, of course. Yeah, let's listen to it. Yeah, so this kick is becoming way more tight now. So what I try to focus on here is not overcomplicate this. I don't want to overproduce this. This needs to be like a very direct approach to what we are going to do. Nothing more, nothing less. So I always encourage everyone to use as less plugins as possible. Because when you use less plugins, you have more control. So that's my philosophy. Then what I did is boost some of these frequencies here. Gives it a nice, more warm sounding punch now. Then we use automation, and I will show you later why I use this automation, because it has all to do with this tail that I have here as well. And I made another automation here. And what this thing does is, of course, it removes the high frequencies here. And I do this because this wave shaper distortion is adding distortion the whole time, and I only want this impact to have distortion in the high frequencies. That way it becomes way more tight sounding, and that's what we want, of course. So yeah. And now what I also like to make, of course, is a tail. And how I made this and how it usually is made in hard techno is what I discovered is using a reverb. So this reverb basically is the tail, and it's the reverb of the punch. So we can have a listen to this tail for now. To make the sample I use a reverb, of course. In my case, it's the Valhalla, and I really like this plugin. I use it on, basically it's my go-to reverb. I put it on basically everything. So what I did to make this reverb sample is make the punch go to this channel here, and then I simply put on record. Okay, so from here we are going to start with the tail. So it sounds like that. It's just of course the reverb. And what I did here, I removed the high ends. Yeah, made a dip in the mid section to give it more like this. It's a bit more tight and it's less hollow, because here are the hollow frequencies. Then we use aggressive distortion with the Fruity Fast distortion. Of course you can use the Saturn, like I said, or Trash, doesn't matter. So why do we do this? we want to have this low end be as loud as possible and as tight as possible. So yeah, that's why we distort things. Then after distortion, I again roll off these high frequencies and put a dip around the mid frequencies, because it sounds just way more tight when I do this. We can hear like a before and after. In my case, you know, in this case, we only want this. We only want these frequencies to work. Yeah, why we want to do this is because when we use a kick, we also want to have percussion. And when the tail is playing, we want to have room here for the mix. Yeah, if you want to have percussion here, it needs to have room, basically. So that's why we do this. Now I use BX control. It makes everything from 132 Hz, it makes it mono. You want to have like a nice sounding mono channel, which also has, from here on, it has also this space. You know, this wide sound. We put on this thing and an automation. And now comes the automation part, because it's a dance, of course, between the punch and the tail. For the first quarter, something like that, you want to have this punch, because you know music works in timing. You want to have this first quarter as a punch, and then after that you see here in the automation the tail is coming up. So okay, this is a volume. So like I said, music has timing, and this is the first quarter. Second quarter it rolls off. You know, you can make it even more nice by doing this. And here it comes back up, because otherwise if we do it like this, the transient of this kick is not sounding great. That's why I did this. I don't know why that is. It's just a glitch or something. And the second automation that I use is this thing, which I explained, of course. It only has a small time when it's exposed. Yeah, so that's nice. So the punch is nice. And let's see what we did with the tail. So it's very basic. And of course, if you want to make variations in this, so you can do something with the length, or you can do something with this pitch. Put some harmonics in here. That's all up to you, and you can change presets, of course, or make your own preset, doesn't matter. For the tail, what I also like to do is change this pitch, so you can make it lower. So because we have this long reverb sample, you can play with this, put it in different timings. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you is this last bus, where all the punch and the tail is coming together, the total bus. And on this total bus is an OTT, the fast distortion again, and a EQ and another distortion. So the first thing that happens here is the OTT, how it sounds before and after. So this is way more in your face, but you can see that the volumes are going into the red zone. We don't want that, so I put this fast distortion on it. It's kind of like this wall that I talked about. This is the kind of the hard limiter, distorted limiter. Okay, so that's nice, but we still want to have this kind of deep sounding kick. The easy way to achieve this is by simply using EQ, and voila, it sounds like this. And this is another like this wall, you know. So now you see it's very nice on the 0 level, and then what we can do is sample it. So that's cool. Make it a nice. Here, this part. It's very annoying. if you don't handle this right. So what I do is I make a fade out. Maybe you've seen it before, but this is also what I do. Here's your kick, you know. So another thing that I wanted to show you guys, the last thing, is how you can use serum for your kind of Psy style kicks. You know, I've made this preset. It sounds like this. And yeah, what it does, you can see here the automation is put on these levels, and it goes like this in this tempo. And again, here on the cutoff is also this automation, so you get this kind of nice Psy style sound. So cool. And you hear that this sound is all going all over the place. So what you can do is put on this record button. Now it starts recording, and now we can play this and pick the best one. So yeah, you can play this for a long time, of course, but in this case, you know, maybe so yeah, we have to choose one. So which is the best? Yeah, the one with the most solid, maybe this one or something, you know. So you can remove this stuff, of course. There's your kick. Yeah, so this is an easy way to make your hard techno kicks. I've made like 584 of them, so that's that's quite a lot. And I not only use this technique, this is the easiest way to make this. But if you are interested in these kicks, you can for sure go to mistsounds.com. You can grab them there. But yeah, this is just my way of making hard techno kicks. I hope to see you soon again, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.